Great. I know we're getting into June here. I wanted to give you a little bit of an update from Baltimore City. I'm broadcasting this out on the church channels and also my personal channels. If for some reason you're watching this and we haven't met face to face, my name is Josh, and I am the pastor of Haven City Church, along with a bunch of other stuff, which I wanted to take an opportunity to share about a little bit this morning. Many of us have been friends for 20 years, and we go back either to New Jersey or California or Hawaii. And some of you support financially the work that me and my family are doing here in Baltimore City. And I know I post a lot of stuff, and there's a lot of different moving pieces to our life. So I just wanted to do a quick update based off of just four of the pieces that four of seven entities that kind of I am a part of. These four: the Compassion Center, Food Access Coalition, Flourish Landscaping, and Haven City Church, are some of the core things that I'm involved in. And so I just wanted to walk you through those. I also wanted to explain why I'm spread out into these different spaces just a little bit, especially with the landscaping stuff. So this is going to take a minute, and I'll walk through a couple of the just most recent updates in my life. Before we get to the Compassion Center, Crystal and I celebrated our 2-year anniversary. We spent a week down in the Dominican Republic, and that was so much fun. This hut had a little kitchen in it. We were right on the beach, and it was a great time to get away and just be in a beautiful setting, get some sun and relax. And so thank you for those of you that covered for us while we were out and made it possible for us to take this vacation. This is the Compassion Center. I just wanted to share from this past month. You can see there that we did 369 pallets came through our center. This ties in with the Food Access Coalition. Not all of those pallets were distributed through our center in Fells Point, but a good chunk of them were. We served in May, we served 2,694 households through our Tuesday and Friday distribution. And you see that picture there with the bags, the grocery bags. Our math right now and where we're at budget-wise, it costs us 37 cents to feed each one of these households. I got to go through and run the numbers on what does it cost us to put, what's the value in a bag, but it's likely over $100 worth of groceries. But cost-wise, it costs us 37 cents to get those that food out. So if you're part of the team, the financial team that supports that, and is a part of that, thank you. We have an amazing team of volunteers. Raina is running the Compassion Center and keeping that organized. We've got the Latino community that serves in the Compassion Center. We've got guys from Helping Up Mission that are in here. We have people from the community, people from Haven City Church that are serving. We have our program for seniors. We have over 150 seniors enrolled that get served. It's either seniors or those on disability. They get served first. That's been going really well. So that's the Compassion Center. Let me show you the Food Access Coalition. So Food Access Coalition is a network of points of distribution, faith-based Christian food pantries and churches around Baltimore City. And we take extra food that comes into that's sourced and comes into our world. And then we use the truck that's leased by Haven City Church to push that food out to these different sites. So First Fruits Farm, they've been a huge partner as well as Amazon. First Fruits Farm season is getting ready to start back up here this month, and we're excited to be distributing across Baltimore City on behalf of First Fruits Farm. If you're not familiar with their ministry, you got to check that out. Um, they are up in Freeland, Maryland. It's 280-acre farm. They grow at scale like a normal farm, but everything's given away for free. And we are one of their primary distribution partners for the city. We handle like logistics and getting it out to these different sites around the city. So you can see there these big gaylords full of either green beans or cabbage, tomatoes, peppers, all kinds of stuff that's going to be rolling in from basically June through maybe all the way up to the beginning of November. And even actually this last year, they've been sourcing food that's not even grown on their property and pushing that out. So First Fruits Farm, another partner that's not on here, Somebody Cares Baltimore, they have their Hope Outlet warehouse and Joseph Storehouse now functioning on the east side of Baltimore. I'm working hand in hand with Matt on the Food Access Coalition, and he's done an incredible job of really bringing those 46 partners together. Those are primarily relationships that Matt Stevens has built in the 20 years of ministry in Baltimore City. And then I'm working with him to push the food out to those different sites. So Food Access Coalition, really exciting. You'll hear more about that and the warehouse, Hope Outlet as we go along. And then let's talk about Flourish Landscaping. So many of you saw that Josh and Crystal started a landscaping company this last spring. And so how does that fit into this whole picture? Well, it wasn't necessarily my vision or my passion to start a landscaping company. What I have is 6 young men that are growing up in our house, and they need jobs. And I am also working with a bunch of people that are coming out of recovery, people that are trying to establish their life. And this last January, February, Crystal and I realized, man, we're surrounded by a workforce, sometimes even skilled landscapers who are looking for work. They're getting established in their life. And so we decided, really, do we want to do just something for a couple of our boys to go and mow lawns in our yard, or should we go for it? And if you guys know us, you know that we're the kind of people that just decide to go for it. So back in March, April, we launched Flourish Landscaping, and you can kind of see some of the projects there. That's Marvin mowing the lawns. You've got a picture there of David, who is helping, and he's coming on board. You see there in the middle or the upper left-hand corner some of the projects that we just finished up this last week. So this has been fun because I'm entrepreneurial. I love business, and I've felt a little bit pigeonholed in my role as a pastor, trying to figure out, well, I know it's not normal for a pastor to run a business, and how do I do that in an ethical way? But man, this has been just such a rewarding thing in my own personal life, seeing my kids and people that are in close proximity to me at the Compassion Center making money and getting established. That's exciting. But then the conversations that I'm having with customers and saying, well, look, I'm doing your yard here, but I'm actually a pastor, and we're run a relief center. The crossover and just everything being mixed up in the ministry that's happening as we do landscaping in the community has been so much fun. People don't even know what to do with it. Are you the landscaper? Are you the pastor? And people just, when they hear you're a pastor, they just want to talk about their own spiritual journey and where they're at. So that's the landscaping company, Flourish. Okay, let's look at this slide here, Haven City Church. I think this is the last slide here in my deck. The church is doing really well. And so we're working with people from their vulnerable position through the Compassion Center. We're working with a whole host of churches around the city to meet the food need. We're doing workforce development and putting people into landscaping jobs, but really closest to my heart is this whole idea of pastoring on Sunday mornings, discipling, helping people be connected back to God. And what we're seeing in Haven City Church over the last few months has been unique to any other season. We've got an awesome crowd that's very authentic. Our Sunday mornings, we've got a big chunk of people coming on Sunday mornings that are just exploring Christianity. We had one guy come in this last Sunday and just said, can I be here? I've heard about Christians. He's a doctor. His wife's a doctor in the neighborhood. He's from a Middle Eastern country himself. And he just is curious, like, what does it mean to be a Christian? I've got people here who've lived a messy life, struggled with addiction, and they are exploring Christianity. And so we had the opportunity to do a baptism earlier in May, baptized 8 people, and now just walking with them through their discipleship journey. So these are 4 of the 8 people that were baptized. And so that's my summary for the month of May. Next time I get on here, I'm going to talk about some of the other entities that are coming online. The Men's Discipleship Home, our Spanish congregation. Pastor Adolfo is back in town as of this last week. And so lots of fun stuff. And this whole idea of having this map, it's kind of like a portfolio in a sense. These different entities that are basically containers where people are being organized together towards fruitfulness. And so either organizing volunteers, organizing church attenders and people that want to partner with us in planting a church, organizing kids. It's all, my personal theme for the last couple of years has been this idea of fruitfulness, that God's really designed us to, one, be containers for him, that we are this temple where he's meant to dwell, that's how close we are to be in our relationship with God. And then we are the dwelling place of God intended for fruitfulness, not just church ministry on a Sunday, but we're intended to go out and be fruitful in the garden that God's given to us. And just the breadth of that and what that looks like is so much fun. So I am in my season of fundraising for the church. If you want to give to this kind of world, Josh's world of running these 7 different entities, I appreciate it. My paycheck comes through the church, and most of the money for this is routed through Haven City Church. You can go to havencitychurch.com/give if you want to be one of our financial partners. There's also information on the church website about volunteering in the Compassion Center and working with us here in the city. God bless you guys. I'll be back soon with another episode.